Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Fahmid over here, and today I'm gonna be basically taking a look at a fragrance from the house of Missoni, and that's gonna be Missoni Wave. So yeah, let's get started. It's a pretty nice one. So to start with, as you guys can see, let me start with the box first. The box looks pretty good in my opinion. Nice wavy detailing pattern, Missoni Wave written over here. Missoni Wave. I mean, the box looks okay. There is a band running through it, like blue one, batch code and stuff written down at the bottom. 100 ml eau de parfum, and yeah, that's mostly about it. Nothing too special about the box, but it's quite nice. Like the box actually, I mean, the whole coloring of the like the bottle and the box actually goes with the theme of the fragrance as well. So now coming to the bottle itself, as you guys can see, the bottle is basically it basically has a gradient blue color, which looks very nice, and the bottle shape is also, you could say, nice, sort of like a roundish, like, you know, rounded off through the edges. Missoni Wave written over here, and sort of like a band running through the front and back, and sticker over here, down here, basically showing all the batch code, DDTI concentration and stuff like that. The cap is pretty nice in my opinion. Maybe metal, or could be. It's most likely it's a metal by the sound of it. Missoni written on the cap, which is a nice touch, and a nice touch around the cap, which is, the detailing is pretty nice. Nothing inside the cap, and the spray itself is silver in color. And guess what? Magnetic cap, which is pretty nice considering the price. And the magnet, it's pretty strong, as you guys can see. But still, never gonna recommend you pick up by the cap, because over time what happens is you basically uh, close the magnet, open the magnet, close the magnet, and then over time it gets weaker, or the magnet gets loses its strength. So that's why I personally, I don't prefer magnetic caps. I prefer like click-on caps, which are pretty much, you know, a bit old style, but sort of like works. But it is what it is. Yeah. Anyways, so coming to the smell, wow. Okay, so the smell is pretty nice. If you have tried Chanel Elurum Sport or Versace Pulum, you are definitely gonna know how this one smells like. This one smells almost, or you could say exactly similar to those fragrances. And in terms of quality, it is right on par with, I would say, Versace Pulum. And not in, I mean, not in terms of like, not in par with Chanel, because I mean, Chanel is Chanel. I mean, you guys get the point, but it's very much in par with Versace's Puro, or Versace quality, which is pretty nice considering the fact that Versace Puro and this one basically has the same price, but this one performs a bit better compared to Versace Puro. Now, coming, I'll get to the performance, and there is a bit, it's a bit tricky when it comes to performance with this one. I'll discuss it. So first of all, if I have to describe the fragrance in a few words, I would say it's a fresh, very fresh, you could say very fresh, slightly juicy, fruity, and woody vetiver, sort of woody vetiver, musky, sort of like a fragrance at the base. So when you spray, basically opening, when you spray, you are gonna be basically hit with a lot of C notes, or you could say with a lot of freshness and mandarin orange. It's like you are standing on a beach, and cold air is, you know, flowing through, or flowing by you, and you are basically holding a mandarin orange, or you are basically biting onto a mandarin orange. So that's what basically it basically smells like. It's very clean. It's very, you could say, smooth. Yeah, this is pretty smooth in terms of quality. As I just said, it is on par with Versace. So it is very clean, smooth, very soothing, sort of like an opening. It feels like it like rejuvenates you from the inside. So that's what the opening smells like. And the more it goes into the dry down, unfortunately the opening bit does not last that long. So when it goes to the dry down, or when it hits the dry down, it will basically become sort of like a woody vetiver, musky sort of fragrance. But the freshness, or you could say the Elurum DNA, it will stay at the background. I mean, it will sort of linger in the background, but predominantly it will become a woody, musky, wherever sort of fragrance. Now this is where the difference comes in, or difference come in. Like the Allurum Sport, that one, the dry down of that fragrance is like more towards the sweeter side of things. Like the dry down of that fragrance has tonka and vanilla, whereas this one, it moves more towards the vetiver side of things, like a bit more woody, musky, earthy, sort of like a slight earthiness from it, like at the dry down, not in the opening. So that's where the difference actually comes in. But I think even if it's different from the Allurum Sport in terms of the dry down, but I think the opening bit, like the main theme of Allurum Sport, I think it's on this fragrance. That's a total given. Now, coming to the performance side of things, as I said, it's a bit tricky. Uh, if like on skin, I have tested and I've seen many people commenting that it doesn't last on skin. Yes, on my skin, it didn't last as well. I'm not sure about the numbers. I haven't gone with the numbers, but it wasn't that great. That's what I can tell you. But in my shirt, it did last. As in, like I sprayed like 10 times, like two each on one spot, like two sprays over here, two sprays over here, and then I went around the other way as well in other places as well. So overall 10 sprays, and it actually got me around 9 hours, which is pretty nice in my opinion, and the projection was around 1.5 hours. The projection was pretty good in my opinion for the first half an hour or so. I mean, it will project. I mean, people around you will notice you. There's gonna be slight CS to it in that moment in time, and then after that 1 hour, it will maintain. You could say 1.5, 2 feet, sort of like a projection, and then slowly will become a skin tone after that. So overall, the sillage from the, I mean, don't expect too much sillage from this fragrance. It's more of like it will sort of stay within your bubble, and it will basically, I mean, you are basically gonna get whiffs of it. And if someone comes close to you or moves by you or you move by them, probably they're gonna sniff it in that moment. But don't expect that this will leave, a hefty amount of central after, you could say, an hour or so. For like in the first hour or so, yes, it will leave a good amount of scent trail, but after that, no. But anyways, now that there goes the performance, and now coming to the versatility side of things, I think it's quite versatile, as in, like, I think you can wear it on every situations. You could say gym, office, even dates, dating during the daytime, and even I think on parties as well. To be honest, even nighttime, I think this would shine because of its DNA. Because it's very, like, a captivating sort of a DNA. Like, I mean, there won't be like. Uh, I mean, there's gonna be very few people, probably one or two people out of, like, you could say, thousands or like 10,000s, that is not going to like this one or like this type of DNA. So there is like a 95 or more than 95% chance that this smell coming off of you, it will be attractive, and it will be liked by people all around you. Like, you're not going to offend anyone with this one, even in nighttime, or even during the parties. As I said, during the parties, do overspray a bit, so that, I mean, it sort of stays, and sort of gives you that an extra uh, push to the projection side of things. But yeah, overall, yeah, versatility, it's a pretty versatile one, to be honest. I would say in mostly any situations. Apart from dead of winter, I would say don't wear this. In summer situations or normal, office room settings, yeah, for sure, no worries about that. Now, would I recommend this to people? Yes, definitely I would. This is a recommended worthy fragrance, and yeah, and as I said, this the price of this is almost pretty much neck and neck with Versace Puro, if I'm not mistaken, and the quality of this is also on par with Versace's one. So, and the performance is also better than Versace and the original Chanel Elerum Sport. The original one, not the Eau Extreme. Eau Extreme, it performs slightly better than this one, but the Elerum Sport, like, considering that, Missoni Wave has a better performance than that. So, I mean, it's a win-win situation when it comes to this. So yeah, would I recommend it? Yes, 100%. Attractive smell, uh, non-offensive, easygoing, easy to wear, and just you just wear it, you just rock it, and it's like it's a confidence booster. It's very soothing, very uplifting, very rejuvenating from the inside. So yeah, that was my review. I hope that I was able to give you enough details about it. So yeah, till then, you guys take care and see you on the next one then. Bye bye, guys.